Hey guys, what up? Total Control 871, and I just came across a very interesting news story here off of Fox 29's Facebook page. I'm going to read this to you, and then we're going to talk about it afterwards, okay? It is entitled, Ex-School Police Officer Charged After Two K-9 Deaths. Two deaths. Okay, and it reads here. Cherokee County authorities announced the arrest Wednesday of a former school district police officer in connection with the death of two police K-9s. At an afternoon news conference, Chief Marshal Ron Hunton announced the arrest of former school police Lieutenant Dan Peabody. Peabody is being held at the Cherokee County Jail on charges of aggravated cruelty and making false claims to officers. We're going to talk about those charges in just a bit. The arrest comes after an investigation by the Cherokee Marshal's Office, Cherokee Sheriff's Office, Cherokee County District Attorney's Office, Cherokee County Solicitor General's Office, and Paulding County Sheriff's Office. Wow, that is a whole lot of officers investigating the deaths of these two dogs. Can't help but wonder, do humans merit that scope of investigation? Of any color, be them black humans or anybody. Cyclists. Do cyclists merit that kind of investigation when we're hit and killed? Moving on. The aggravated cruelty to animal charge comes after Peabody left his canine partner, Inca, in his patrol car with no ventilation while the engine was off on June 10th of this year. A I know what it is, I'm just having trouble saying it. Necropsy. Necropsy. I think it's like a dog autopsy, performed by the University of Georgia, found that the dog died from heat stroke. Okay. Chief Hunton said that the patrol car was not properly equipped to transport a canine because it didn't have an agency-approved kennel or heat alarm system. The false statement charge is in connection with the death of another police dog, Dale, a yellow lab, who was retired from canine duty by Cherokee County Police in 2012. Police turned the care of Dale over to Peabody after the dog's retirement after being assigned to Peabody from 2007 to 2012. Peabody initially claimed Dale's death was accidental due to Dale choking on a toy. I see. So after Dale's service, he was, we're going to see what he was rewarded with for his service. But at the news conference, Chief Hunton said the investigation showed evidence Dale was shot and killed by Peabody at his Paulding County home shortly after Dale retired from service. So Dale was viciously murdered by his handler, police officer. Cherokee Marshal's Office investigators, along with investigators with the Paulding County Sheriff's Office, executed a search warrant at the former home of Peabody on Monday, and animal remains believed to be those of the dog were recovered. Dale, they believe. These remains are currently being analyzed by a forensic veterinarian in an attempt to identify the breed and cause of death. Lieutenant Peabody submitted his resignation to the CCSD School Police Department on June 16th, and the school board accepted his resignation at its meeting that evening. Peabody is being held at the Cherokee County Adult Detention Center under a $22,400 bond. $22,400 bond. Now, I'm going to say this. I guess we can call it progress or good that this police officer was even brought up on charges. How many times have we civilians received in the mail the letter from Internal Affairs? We've investigated ourselves and we found that we've done no wrong at all. I see. You can't even get your charges brought before a judge. Tell me, in my 4th degree felony indictment that I'm facing, can I just simply type up a letter and send it in to the court and the police department saying that, I've investigated myself and I don't think I've done anything wrong? No. Civilians don't get to do that. That is a luxury that is held exclusively in reserve for police. An egregious misappropriation of police power. And of course, this is all done because police are believed to be so reputable, so honorable, so above reproach. Their dignity. They would never besmirch the badge. Seems like these incidents that are always coined as being isolated incidents, always characterized as rare, isolated incidents. My, oh my, but they certainly are cropping up like weeds. Seems like every time we turn around, there are these incidents, these so-called rare incidents of police officers besmirching the badge. Yeah, I know, I'm in McDonald's, I tell you. They ought to hang fly strips. It's against actual health code policy, but I'd rather see dead flies hanging on a strip than buzzing around. Anyway, so yeah, that's what's going on. It's an egregious misappropriation. I'm gonna say this because I really wanted to do a separate video on this matter. Not police dog death, but let me see if I can just put it to you like this. In the past few years, we've been hearing a lot of people crying out in America. Black lives matter. Blue lives matter. The middle class are dying, drying up. Cyclist lives matter, Now, whether you want to agree or disagree with these varying demographics, I think there's one thing that we can all agree on, and that is the American populace, the economy, the fabric of American life. It's gotten so caustic that nobody feels like their life matters. It's like at any moment we are on these pins and needles, these eggshells, never really knowing if the next big thing is just simply going to annihilate our very, very fragile life, our fragile financial solvency, if you even want to call it that. Nobody feels like they matter. I know I don't feel like I matter. I feel like I'm just simply stamped out. The cruel things that the police, state police, and local police have done to me. And yet I can't even get my charges brought before a judge. A number of felonies, bribery, sexual harassment, physical assault. And they get to walk away. They dip their hands in the basin of water like Pontius Pilate absolving himself. That's what police are getting to do today. So that's where I'm coming at today. I don't want to get too long with this. It was just a little impromptu news story. But yeah, chime in the comment sections. What do you think? I will say this, it's not much of a secret. People, I'm struggling to characterize the particular demographic that I'm talking about. It's a great deal of animal lovers. It's almost like animals will hold priority over humans. That's the way it's edging to. That's where it's, migrating to. I don't know if you want to agree with that or not, but chime in below. Tell me what you think. Personally, no, I don't think an animal should be regarded higher than a human. I read off that list to you as to how many, that laundry list, long laundry list of how many various different agencies in this county that are investigating these dogs' death. Did a black person merit that kind of investigation? And frankly, I haven't even heard anything about an SPCA demonstration. So this kind of this massive scope and intense investigation, this was initiated purely by the county themselves. You know, it's not like we're hearing of massive protests of the SPCA storming the gates the way Black Lives Matter will storm the gates. You know, the only time black people can get this kind of an investigation is if we have to storm the gates and appear to be the angry black people. Oh my God. And then the white people wonder why we're so angry. Wonder why we're so angry. Alright guys, that's it. I'm going to end it here. Total Control 871.